I don't really know how to tame this traffic chaos right now. Like, why is there so many flippin' trucks all over the place? It is quite insane. And the backlog is getting bigger. So we may have a real problem at our hands here. Alright everybody, hello and welcome back to yet another episode on Rise of Industry with me, Spacefish, and welcome to our beautiful little world with our factories and farms ever growing and producing away at all the beautiful things we could ever want to make some money off of, hopefully. So, as you can see down below in the left corner, we've got a good bunch of estimated sales right here, and our total balance, I think, is starting to go up overall. Like, if you ignore the investments, we are actually making a good bunch of money now, which is indeed pretty good news. And well, we've put quite some effort into this stuff at this point. We've got a bunch of water siphons going here. We've got 2 berry plantations that we are using to actually sell some berries out to the local farmers market. We are making some toy trains in 2 different factories now that we are producing all the wood for in the lumberyard. So we've got a few production chains up and running, and this I can hear being an interesting new one that I haven't seen yet, and holy moly, there's a lot of traffic, by the way. This is actually pretty excessive, I would probably want to say. So we will most likely have to look at actually, you know, maybe improving our whole traffic situation a bit, because that is quite crazy. Probably through the use of better streets, which I would have to research after cows, which are currently still in the research queue. Now, I'm not sure we're actually overproducing a lot of water still, but what I wanted to do, of course, next, in this save file right here, would be to actually get ourselves some cattle that we can then hopefully use to make some milk, maybe even some meat, and then sell that off on the local farmers market, because we do have a decent demand for that, as you can see right here, and we should be able to hopefully make some money off that too. And well, other than that, that's actually interesting. There's headquarters models, which I had no idea about just yet, and there was a random sound, which I've got no clue what that is too. No, that's the cows complete. So that's beautiful. We can take care of that now for the start of this episode, and when I'll get into research next, then it's going to be down here in logistics and administration, and we're going to go and build. Oh, this is actually interesting too. More speed for urban roads afterwards. That's a very pricey research, though. This one here being 400k, I think we can sort of kind of afford. It's kind of a bit of a balance, of course, as well, that we need to strike, because all these R&D expenses, of course, will weigh into our budget. But on the other hand side, I don't think if we keep researching that we can really keep making more money. So we kind of got to get that going. Now, in terms of all this, we want a crop farm and we want a livestock farm. I will have to kind of see real quick before we go for the crop farm, though, if we do have all the water that we need to back things up. And I also want to double check down here that we're good in terms of pollution. So let's take care of those things first before we look towards further expansion. Now, where are the heat maps at here? We have got the pollution heat map. This all honestly looking pretty darn good. Very satisfied with that. I'm thinking that we can probably, in the long run, add a 3rd toy factory, and we should, in theory, also have the demand for that. If we double check right here in the toy store, we've got 8 per 15 days. We should be making like 4 every 15 days at the moment. As you can see, 2 units every 15 days. So, given that we've got 2 factories, we're making 4. We are using, on the other hand side, 2 units of wood every 14 days. We should, every 15 days rather, than should be making more. This lumberyard is kind of confusing me. The production every month seems to be rather low, and I feel that is due to the fact that these tree saplings haven't grown yet, and thus these lumberyard harvesters are a bit unproductive because I didn't place them quite optimally. This lumberyard, on the other hand, signed 7 units last month, which is honestly quite good. That means that we've got like 10 units in 30 days, so 5 units in 15 days. We're using 4 units in 15 days, though, so building a 3rd factory at the moment wouldn't be quite the most efficient thing that we could do. We will probably quite unfortunately as well, have to wait until these trees grow and this lumberyard actually starts becoming more efficient. In terms of water though, we are making 6 units a month here and 6 units a month there. So we've got 12 units of water a month. We are using 2 every 15 days here. Wait, so we've got 12 units a month. Yeah, so we're using 4 units a month for this air filter thing. We are using 1 per field, so 3. We're using 6. Okay, so we're using 10 units a month currently. We have 12. I'm thinking that honestly with a crop farm we would probably not quite be able to hit our target in terms of that. Now that is actually kind of a bit of a worry of mine. Now the thing is, we could be placing another warehouse right here, but I'm quite worried about actually transporting, like, I'm kind of worried about actually transporting more water over by trucks, because like this traffic is already crazy and pretty mad. So I'm thinking, do we want like a railway or something? But on the other hand side, I'm also kind of thinking that a railway is probably going to be excessively pricey, and I would also sort of kind of have to remember how to actually even make a railway right here. I thought that was something that I was going to be able to add on through the actual warehouse itself. Pretty sure I don't even have that researched yet. Let's double check. Where's the whole railway thing? Basic distribution? No, what's this actually? Destination slots. Okay, that's not too bad. Tile collection radius, also not too useless. Truck capacity. I kind of feel we want that. That's going to solve our traffic issues more than anything, probably. Warehouse storage, also not the worst thing in the world to have. This train terminal thing here is probably what we want to have, or some Zeppelin fields, honestly, sounding kind of cool too, boats and stuff. But yeah, we don't have that yet. I will prioritize the urban roads, I think, and I may even prioritize the truck capacity, because that's literally going to instantly halve the number of trucks in our roads, at least for the warehouse trucks, so I think that's a good way to go. So what we're going to do, we're going to have to make sure that we've got the water supply going for a weed farm that we do actually need, and we're going to place a wheat farm for a start. I'm pretty sure that we will need 1 unit of water per field again, which indeed is the case. So, given that we can probably place up to 3, I will most likely need yet another water siphon to back up our production efforts. Yep, indeed. So, we've got the crop farm going right here. That is going to be able to hopefully back up our food, well, our animal, livestock, blah, thingamajig, and we will need more water. So what we'll do is we will place a water siphon right here, and we'll probably have to have some trucks going back and forth then to actually deliver the water. I don't really see an alternative at the moment, given there is no... I don't even know if I can actually pull water from the sea, by the way. Like, this feels like the shoreline and the actual sea to me, so not sure if that works or not, but we will... I'm not really quite happy with how I've built these warehouses, I have to say. Like, this warehouse should be more centered around the lake, and then the farms should have been more spread out around the warehouse. That would be way more efficient. Now I need another warehouse just for the water's sake, so it's really not optimal, honestly. We could... No, we will have to do it this way now, I'm pretty sure, so we will do it this way. Do not do it the way I did, though. Very suboptimal. So we'll just place the water siphon right here, honestly, and that way we can continue placing the actual pump stations around the lake right here. We will go and nicely connect this all up like that, and actually make sure the roads are connected too, and then that is beautifully taken care of. Now, why I've got this little ravine here going, I'm not quite sure. Oh, it's because of the way that I placed the water siphon, isn't it? Well, that makes the journey a bit longer to that warehouse, I suppose. But in the case of this thing, we will need another warehouse regardless, which I think we're going to place the warehouse right there. That way we kind of cover just more of the region, basically. And, oh, looks like I found a competitor, didn't I? Can I check this out? Yep. There should be some sort of competitor overview up here, I think. Global market? No. Which global market, honestly, seems kind of interesting too. Can I find out where these all are required? Apparently not. Just like average prices and stuff. Okay, I don't know much about this global market thing yet. What I would like to know more about, though... I thought this was up in the upper right-hand corner. Maybe I missed something. I thought there was a way, like a stock market, basically, where you could buy up competitors and stuff. We've got a little budget overview here, too, which seems kind of cool. There is a lot of ups and downs in here, apparently. Total expenses, grossly exceeding my total income, but that's kind of fair, because we're just honestly starting to build up a business, and, well, we don't have much income yet, but we're building a lot of things in the same time frame. Now, in terms of my competitors... Oh, there. Okay. So, we've got Spacefish Limited, cash flow gaining, cash flow gaining, cash flow gaining. We've got Water North, and we've got the Part Corporation. They've got 1 farm and 2 factories, and they've got 2 gatherers and 3 farms and a logistics warehouse. Okay. So, it seems like we are significantly bigger at the moment than all of our competitors. This one being a bit smaller with 6.7 million in stock value. The other one at 12.8. We're at 9.08 though, which is kind of interesting given that, you know, we have so much more. Well, let's hope that that's not the worst sign in the world for us. For the time being, we will go and actually make another warehouse for ourselves, I think. We will put that here. I think that's not the worst spot in the world. It'll allow us to collect... Well, actually, I'll kind of put it offset more to here, because I want to make sure that I'm covering the entire lake with 1 warehouse now, or the entirety of the rest of the lake, basically, with 1 warehouse. Not sure why it doesn't show the area of effect of the other one, by the way. But that way, if we need to get more water siphons going for even more farms, we can hopefully cover them all with this warehouse and just transport all the water over using 1 warehouse, not like 15 bajillion at a time. So, we will go and actually connect this stuff here right up then, and do that. And that way we can nicely gather all the water right here, and then transport it over to the other warehouse and have it reused for our... What's my pathing alert here? Have it reused for our farms. Why do I have a pathing alert? Seems everything's fine. Now the pathing alert is gone, so hopefully that's going to be good. And yes, I do know that we've got the cows done. So that will... Theoretically, I'll have an auto pickup from the water siphon, which is indeed the case. And then we're going to go and choose a destination for some water, and the destination is going to be warehouse number 2, which is where we will deliver all the water we have to, basically. And that way we will be able to supply this farm. We will not quite be able to supply a second one unless we only put 2 fields there, which is quite crazy. There is a gas field here. Didn't see that. I did not see that. Can we make money with gas? Do we have to do something with gas to actually make money with it? Like, what we learned from the tutorial, right, is that in theory, raw resources are not really all too profitable. But I'm kind of wondering if that's, like, actually the case for stuff like oil and gas? 8.34k? I don't know. I'm really confused as to what's the deal right there. So I'll leave that be as is for the time being. If any one of you can maybe give me input, if you have an idea, should we go and farm gas as a raw resource and actually sell that? Is that a profitable thing? Is that a bad idea? Let me know down below in the comments if you have an idea. For the time being, we are going to go and actually grab a livestock farm though, and we will place that right here next to the wheat farm for the time being. I'm not sure we need any. We do need fields apparently, and we also need water. Holy moly. Okay, so I think we'll need another water siphon, which is absolutely insane to think about. I will probably, well, for a start, let's go add some fields, which we can apparently not place right there where you want it to, but we will go place as many as we can. Of course, anything else I don't really think it makes sense to place less than a max, does it? If any one of you knows about that too, let me know down below. It would also be kind of interesting, I suppose. But well, do we produce all these things at a time, or do we choose what we want? No, we produce all of that. Oh, wow. Okay, so this could honestly, in my mind, be quite profitable. As far as I can tell, we produce beef, we produce milk, and we produce leather all at the same time. We spend 1 unit of wheat and 1 unit of water per field, and we get all of that out of this, which in my mind is really profitable. And we spend that in 30 days. We make 3 units of wheat in 30 days. So that honestly seems easy enough. Also, we don't need another water siphon. Kind of miscalculated things, because of course we don't make 3 units of water in 30 days, we make 6. So we do not need another water siphon, which is also great. That water siphon can supply both the crop farm and the livestock farm. And I mean, honestly, we spend like goods worth 11.5k and we get out about 21k in goods. So very, very, very much worth it in my mind. I still don't know what this 3 icon there means, but very, very happy with that. Now, in terms of this warehouse though, do we have... I would like to select warehouse number 2. May I? Thank you. In terms of this warehouse, do we have enough connections here going? Because I saw that was kind of limited at some point, but it seems that everything is ingoing fine. Is everything outgoing fine too? Very much looks like it. Okay. Beautiful. So, I think that should be that sorted. And that should mean that we get a lot more profit going now. Now, in terms of actually selling products, though, right, we will have to probably set up some destinations. Like, the crops already go to the livestock farm, so that's not an issue, but what we will have to set up is destinations for the actual farm produce that we're making. So, well, apparently not farm produce, livestock. Yeah, that makes more sense. So, we will have beef, which goes to the farmer's market, I suppose? Wait. Why can I not set that as destination? Commercial. Does this farmer's market not want that? They want mutton. Okay. That's a bit of an issue. We will have to see where to get that produce sold out to then. They also do not want leather. Which is... Oh no, that's a hardware store. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So the leather is going to go to Panowitz hardware store, and the milk is going to go to Panowitz farmers market. Indeed, yeah, beautiful. So that's all set up. Now the only thing that we will actually need to find out where to sell is going to be the beef, because that is very, very limited indeed. Now let's go and zoom all the way out and see who actually wants that. Webam's 192 tiles, Kochsfeld 195 tiles, 390. Okay, that's... Well, we get an indicator, so we don't need to actually look all the way around, I suppose. This one is so far away, I'm not even able to find the indicator. Jesus Christ, and that's 434. Okay, so, Webam's hardware store would be the way to go here. Now, that is super far away. We're gonna deliver it to there by truck for the time being. Webm's farmer store market. I was going to say hardware store. What in the world? So we're going to deliver it to there for the time being. But, well, we probably should get the railway stuff researched now, because quite honestly, that is super far away, and it doesn't really feel all too efficient to me doing that. Now, I know there is missing input in the livestock farm because we do not have any crops yet, but that will change soon, and Jesus Christ, look at all the traffic we've got going on right here. That is absolutely insane. We're making money, though. We're somewhat consistently making money, except for the investments that we've made. It's all looking pretty beautiful. And look at that! There's snow! Absolutely beautiful. Now, does that stop my berries from growing? Does that stop the wheat from growing? Does it actually have an effect on my business, or is it just being beautiful? I think it's just being beautiful. Just saw the berries grow right there. Livestock farm should now, yep, indeed, be receiving a good bunch of wheat, and we will be making a good bunch of produce out of that, making even more money. Total balance being very low indeed, but we also honestly spent quite a lot of money, so we probably want to give things a minute or two to actually catch up here, as holy moly, this is kind of a bit too insane, it feels like. So very much looking forward to the urban roads. I hope that is going to help out. I mean, honestly, I don't really know how to tame this traffic chaos right now. Like, why is there so many flippin' trucks all over the place? It is quite insane. And the backlog is getting bigger, so we may have a real problem in our hands here. I'm just kind of hoping that the urban roads thing will get done soon. I would really like to get a railway going, honestly. I really would like to, and I think it's kind of, necessary eventually to sell the meat at an actual profit, because right now we're just carrying that halfway across the countryside, not really making too much money with it. But the thing is, look at all these trucks. We really, really, really need to solve that issue first. So, that's the urban roads done. Let's go into research, and we will up the truck capacity. That has to be the main thing for us right now. We're going to keep the R&D costs where they are at, and we're going to go for the urban roads now ASAP, and hopefully that will somewhat manage to unclog the traffic here at our hotspots. So let's try that, and let's see how that is going to work out for us. Just now we're going to, of course, kind of upgrade that road. We're going to upgrade that road, and well, hopefully that's somehow going to fix the backlog a bit. You can see that all the trucks seem to be flowing out a lot quicker, and the backlog is somewhat fixed. So that's good news, because that was going up like crazy, I can tell you. We are going to go and upgrade some more roads, pretty much all of them, it feels like. It doesn't really feel expensive. I don't know what I did just there, but that's a roundabout now, apparently. We will just go and upgrade all of this here up until the actual factory. We'll upgrade every bit of road right here and that should be logistics a bunch faster, except for the ones to this warehouse, which we probably do want to fix as well. So let's take care of that real quick. Beautiful. And, well, maybe there's still a part right here. And that is pretty much all the streets upgraded now. It seems like the whole logistics flow has become a lot smoother. So hopefully that is going to aid us in achieving a bunch more in profitability. Now, what I'm kind of interested in is we've got all these berry plantations here. Can we make something with them to make that whole thing a bit more profitable, like wine or something? Berry smoothie. I could make berry smoothies, grape juice. Okay, I was thinking alcohol, but that's good too. I'm not quite sure what's more profitable, to be honest. Well, this is grape juice, this is berry smoothie, so we probably want the berry smoothie if we're already making berries. But this is very interesting, I think. We should probably eye that product. The thing is, I would really like to proceed a bit faster in terms of my research. We could probably research that to up our monthly investment limit, but that is also interesting. We've got some pollution cleaners and salaries and stuff. Interesting. I'm kind of seeing what to do next right now, honestly. The thing is, I've got a lot of things on my want to R&D section, basically. I just really am not quite sure what to prioritize, because there's so many options in terms of what we can branch out to, what we can kind of prioritize in terms of transport, in terms of making our lives a bit easier. I'm kind of considering to deprioritize the truck capacity thing right now, to be honest, because it does seem to be less of an issue than it used to be for us. So, as I say that, the thing stocks up again. Maybe we should halt that research for a minute and make sure that we actually make a bit more profit from berries. I would like to go railway, but honestly, railway just for selling a bit of meat, and we're not really making much of it just yet, I think is a bit of a waste of money. So let's go and actually swap this over to the berries. If I stop this, I keep the research progress, right? Let's hope so. Let's hope so indeed. If we look back at it, yeah, we keep the research progress, so we can get back to it after the fact. I think we will prioritize the berry smoothies right now, so that we can hopefully actually make sure that these plantations are a bit more profitable, because even with berries making us a bunch of money, I'm not quite convinced that it will in the end actually be the right choice to just sell the raw produce, so I kind of want to be moving away from that a bit further. And there is a PR marketing event. Permit to build in the region and cost of all buildings reduced by 25% for 60 months. Thonstetten. Where's Thonstetten at? Where is that at? We've got Banzenweiler, Thonstetten. 60 months. That's going to be a hard question, but I think that is going to be a hard question that we will solve in the next episode then. Starting bid is 11 point. No, it's not a hard question. It's like the starting bid is so high that we can't really even afford it anyways. So we will probably not be going for that. A pretty easy answer right there. But for today, I'm going to end it off right here. We're going to continue in the next episode, then hopefully getting some berry smoothies made, ever further increasing our profitability through that. Maybe getting some more farms set up, getting a few more livestock farms set up too, and well, making more money through that, hopefully, as well. So, a lot of exciting times lying ahead for today. This has been it. I hope you all enjoyed the episode. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button down below. That does always help out a ton with the discoverability on YouTube. And if you're new around here and haven't done so just yet, also please consider hitting that subscribe button right down below, as well as that bell icon to stay up to date on all the future upcoming episodes. And with all that out of the way, as usual, everyone, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll catch you in the next episode very, very soon. Ciao.